and now it's the adult's turn. It's the adult brain, Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk. Can we just get a round of applause? Because we've got people listening via 567, listening on social media. So we got a rather huge audience, but the best place to be is most certainly Somerset Mall. You must see how these folks grimace when John asks the questions in a short while. So 10,000 rands up for grabs. The winner of this round will also join us for the finals on the 24th of Feb, and that plays out at the Blue Route Mall. Let me introduce you to our contestants today. We have Shannon Dorrington, a product owner from Edgemead. She's no stranger to brain. She went through to the quarterfinals in 2017. Her favorite topics are general knowledge, maths, and she enjoys running, mountain biking, and spending time with her family. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, Sharon Dorrington. Our second contestant is Revel Carolison, another contender who has played brain before. He's a finance manager from Claremont. His favorite topics are sport and business, and to relax, he loves reading and exercising. Revel Carolison, contestant number 2. Thank you. Our next contestant won all 5 his rounds in the day. First-time contestant as well. That's a significant showing. First time out. Simon Dana is from Constantia. He produces, directs, and conceptualizes fashion weeks around the world. That's him. That's him. And then
why
in between,
is he wearing such dull clothing then?
And in between that, finds time for downhill motorbike, mountain biking, collecting books, and photographies. First showing, welcome Simon Dana, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have a geodata supervisor from Boertesig. She's been participating in Dis-Chem Brain intermittently for about 17 years, honing her skills, I guess, in the process. Her results vary, but her main goal is always just to have fun. She celebrated her 40th birthday this week. Jy moet lekker verjaar, ou maat. And is looking forward to the arrival of her first baby as well. So she's got 2 brains happening there. And her interests revolve around all things baby that we can well understand. Liescke Dyers, ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4. And then I met this man at about 20 to 10 on Friday. He's from Brackenfell. He's a trader at the Cape Town market in Epping. And he is the 2013 brain of CapeTalk. The overall winner 2013. And it really came through in that showing yesterday morning. So he's got a bit of a score to settle, I guess. He lost it to 702 with a brain of brain title, and I think he's wanting to settle that score. His hobbies include camping, fishing, braaiing, rugby. He looks that type, doesn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, he's hoping there won't be any spelling questions. John.
Sorry about that. There are. Have a look at yours. Spelling questions, spelling questions, spelling.
Quibus Roberts. Please, a round of applause for our contestants.
That's weird, Quibus. You've got, it seems, nothing but spelling questions. Everybody else only has 8. You have 14.
I also have the opportunity to introduce the quizmaster again, and I did it a little earlier, and the folks listening on CapeTalk 567 and via the app Prime Media Plus were not necessarily able to hear that introduction. And I'm going to say it again because he is an inspiration to all of us in the talk radio industry. He's a benchmark, ladies and gentlemen, a formidable quizmaster. He's not feeling too lekker today. He's seeing it through. He's like that. He is John Maytham. Thank you.
About 2 weeks ago, I was walking in an aisle in Woolworths, and a woman walked past me and she muttered, she thought under her breath, but I heard her, "You're not as smart as you think you are." Which is, yeah. Okay, let's see how we do. Historically, somewhere around 17 or 18 has been good enough to win. Sometimes 13 has been good enough. There are a couple of years where one has needed 21 or 22 to win. Let's see how these 5 contestants do. Just a reminder of the amount of money that is available. The ultimate winner, should somebody win the contest against the brain of 702, that person will win a minimum of 71,500 rand. If they have won more than 1,500 Rand during the day, it's 70,000 Rand plus that amount. So there is a lot at stake. Don't mean to put pressure on you, Shannon, who is starting things off. You ready?
I'm ready.
Please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word renovate.
R-E-N-O-V-A-T-E.
Correct. Complete the saying, you must dot your I's and what your
Cross the
T's.
T's.
Correct. True or false, Pravin Gordhan was the South African Minister of Finance.
True.
Correct. In which of South Africa's neighboring countries is the mouth of the Limpopo River?
Botswana.
Mozambique. For which soccer club does Yusuf Maart play, Chiefs or Pirates?
Chiefs.
Correct. Which South African province is the furthest south?
Western Cape.
Correct. The earth can be divided in two equal halves called?
Pass.
What is the name of the V-shaped bone in a chicken breast?
Wishbone.
Correct. True or false, the study of unidentified flying objects is called ufology?
True.
Correct. Which Japanese motor company's logo consists of 3 interlocking ellipses?
Pass.
What is the name of the mythical monster in a lake in the north of Scotland?
Loch Ness.
Correct. Which organ is connected to the brain by the auditory nerve?
Ear.
Correct. Which singer's tour was called Happier Than Ever? Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande.
Billie Eilish. In English, the acronym FIFA stands for International Federation of Association.
Is that a true or false? Football.
Correct. What is the name of the longest lake in Africa?
Nile.
Tanganyika. What color jerseys does England's rugby team usually wear?
White and red.
Correct. And we managed to complete 16 questions.
Toyota.
Mozambique, Limpopo River flows into Mozambique, 2 hemispheres. Does anybody know what the sort of anatomical name for the wishbone is? And if it makes you feel any better, until half an hour ago, I'd never seen this. It's called the furcula, which is Latin for little fork. It was worth coming just for that. 3 interlocking ellipses. Japanese motor company, anybody? Toyota is correct. Billie Eilish had the Happier Than Ever tour. You gave me the name of the longest river rather than the longest lake, which I asked for. So 16 questions asked, not many passed or incorrect. What is the opening score?
11 correct answers.
Shannon has scored 11. So Revel, you need to get at least 11 to keep things going, with the potential for a rapid fire, whatever it's called, that round, which separates the winners from the losers. Are you ready? Start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word revision.
R-E-V-I-S-I-O-N.
Correct. Complete the saying, you must get all your what in a row. Correct. True or false, Tito Mboweni was the South African Minister of Finance?
True.
Correct. In which of South Africa's neighboring countries is the Kunene River?
Mozambique.
Namibia. For which soccer club does Kermit Erasmus play, Pirates or Sundowns?
Pirates.
Correct. Which South African province is the furthest west?
Northern Cape.
Correct. What imaginary line separates the northern and southern hemispheres?
Equator.
Correct. What do we call the fastest pace of a horse?
Gate.
Gallop. True or false, the study of flags is called bannerology?
True.
False. Which German motor company's logo is a circle with 2 white and blue quadrants?
BMW.
Correct. Give the name of the legendary creature called the abominable snowman?
Yeti.
Correct. Which organ is connected to the brain by the optic nerve?
Eye.
Correct. Which singer's tour was called the Justice World Tour? Josh Groban or Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Correct. The acronym NATO stands for North Atlantic what organization? Correct. Which long river's 2 tributaries meet north of Khartoum?
Now.
Correct. What color jerseys does the French rugby
Blue.
team? Correct. The acronym NISFAS stands for National Student What Aid Scheme?
Funding.
Financial. In which country is the Cape Verde Peninsula, Senegal or Liberia?
Liberia.
The answer is Senegal. Okay, geography is never a strong point of any of the contestants. The Kunene River flows into the Atlantic Ocean. It's the geographical border with Angola. What else did we get? The study of flags is not called bannerology. What is it called? Anybody? Vexillology. Indeed it is. And other than that, pretty much everything correct. We completed 17 questions. I have a feeling you got more than 11, but let's find out from the judges.
13 correct answers.
So Revel is now our leader with a lucky or unlucky. There's Mrs. Revel and children clapping, anticipating spending the money, the 10,000 rand. Simon, you're next. You need at least 13, 14 or more. Puts you in a very strong position with only 2 players after you. Right, start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word accolade.
ACCOLADE.
Correct. Complete the saying. You should give someone the benefit of the
Doubt.
Correct. True or false? Jill Marcus was the South African Minister of Finance.
False.
Correct. In which of South Africa's neighboring countries is the Fish River Canyon?
Namibia.
Correct. For which soccer club does the Bochum Mokoena play? Sundowns or Stellenbosch?
Sundowns.
Correct. Which South African province is the furthest north?
Mpumalanga.
Limpopo. How many degrees of latitude is the equator?
0.
Correct. What little bird can flutter in one place and even fly backwards?
Hummingbird.
Correct. True or false? The study of China is called sinology.
False.
True. Which German motor company's logo consists of 4 interlocking circles next to
Audi.
each other? Correct. What legendary animal has a human's upper body and the lower body and legs of a horse?
Pegasus.
Centaur. Which organ is connected to the brain by the olfactory nerve?
The nose.
Correct. Which singer's tour was called Love on Tour? Harry Styles or Ed Sheeran?
Harry Styles.
Correct. The acronym UNICEF stands for United Nations International What Emergency Fund?
Pass.
What is the name of Africa's only nuclear power station?
Kuberg.
Correct. What color jerseys does Ireland's rugby team usually wear?
White.
Green. The abbreviation MTBPS stands for medium term what policy statement?
Budget.
Correct. In which country is the Olduvai Gorge, Ethiopia or Tanzania?
Ethiopia.
It's Tanzania. Olduvai Gorge, one of the sort of centerpieces of the exploration of human history. Some incredibly important fossils found in the Olduvai Gorge, which I have visited, and the temperature on the day that I visited was 51 degrees. It was warm. Limpopo is the furthest north of the provinces. The study of China is actually called sinology. Centaur, the one you passed, was UNICEF, United Nations what emergency fund? Chilton, you should be up here. Have you entered? You must. You could win. And Ireland's rugby team usually wears green. And yeah, that's it. So complete 17 questions. It's going to be close to or just above 13, I think.
12 correct answers.
So Revel, with his 13, is still leading, and only 2 contestants can match or better that. Liescke, do you feel you got 2 brains or half a brain? Half a brain, yeah. It's taking a lot of your food, so protein, brain power, whatever fish you eat gets shared.
I think he's taking more than what I am at the moment.
How many weeks to go?
9 or less, I don't know.
Taken even that away from you, that knowledge. Don't know, just tomorrow, please. Okay, you need at least 13. Please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word scarcely.
S-C-A-R-E S-L-E-Y.
C-E-L-Y. Complete the saying. You can lead a what to water, but you correct. True or false? Liescke Dyers was the South African Minister of Finance.
False.
Correct. In which northern neighbor of South Africa is the Zambezi River?
Zimbabwe.
Correct. For which soccer club does Aubrey Madiba play? Swallows or Sundowns?
Sundowns.
Correct. Which South African province is the furthest east?
KZN.
Correct. Which continent with no permanent population lies entirely?
Antarctica.
Correct. Which animal is known as the ship of the desert?
Camel.
Correct. True or false, the study of ants is called anthology.
False.
Correct. Which German motor company's logo depicts a shield with a silhouette of a horse?
Pass.
What is the other name for the large, hairy, human-like creature called Bigfoot?
Pass.
Which organ is connected to the brain by the cochlear nerve?
Eyes.
Ear. Which singer's tour was called the Chromatica Ball, Lady Gaga or Selena Gomez?
Lady Gaga.
Correct. The acronym Interpol stands for International Criminal. Correct. Through which African country does the Suez Canal run?
Egypt.
Correct. What color jerseys does Scotland's rugby team usually wear?
Blue.
Correct. The acronym SASA stands for South African what?
Social Security.
Correct. In which sea is the Gulf of Aden, Arabian or red?
Arabian.
Correct and on time. Managed to complete 18 questions. It's going to be very close. You spelled scarcely with an S where there should be a C, the second C. Let's go through. Porsche. I think it's, but you probably know Toyota, but not Porsche.
I don't know. This baby is taking. I'm blaming it all on him.
The large, hairy, human-like creature called Bigfoot is otherwise known as? Anybody?
Yeti. No.
No, Sasquatch.
No. Of course.
Sasquatch. Otherwise, you got everything right. So I think there's a very good chance you might just have sneaked over 13. Let's find out.
14 correct answers.
Okay, Querbus, if you get more than 14, I hope you will invite Liescke for one of your legendary braais. He's not saying yes to that. You need at least 14, that takes us to sudden death. 15 or more, you have a chance of repeating your performance of being the brain of CapeTalk 11 years ago. 13 or fewer, you go home with nothing other than the pleasure of our company. 14 takes us to sudden death. 15 or more, you go forward with another 10,000 Rand and the opportunity to win a further 20,000 Rand in 2 weeks' time. Please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word embezzle.
E-M-B-E-Z-Z-L-E-D.
Complete the saying, hope for the best, but prepare for the
Worst.
correct. True or false? Liescke Dyers was the South African Minister of Finance.
True.
Correct. In which neighboring country of South Africa does the Orange River begin?
Lesotho.
Correct. For which soccer club does Evidence Makgopa play? Pirates or Amazulu?
Pirates.
Correct. Which South African province borders only 2 other provinces?
Northwest.
Western Cape. Which small inhabited continent lies entirely in the southern hemisphere?
Australia.
Correct. Which marine mammal has the largest mouth?
The blue whale.
Correct. True or false? The study of clouds is called nephology.
True.
Correct. Which British motor company's logo shows 2 interlinking letters R?
Rolls-Royce.
Correct. What kind of land animal was wiped out in a mass extinction 65 million years ago?
Mammoth.
Dinosaurs. In which limb of the human body is the femoral nerve?
The leg.
Correct. Which singer's tour was called Renaissance World Tour? Beyonce and Mariah
Beyonce.
Carey. Correct. The acronym OPEC stands for Organization of what exporting country?
Oil.
Petroleum. What is the name of Africa's second highest mountain?
Don't know.
What color jerseys does the Welsh rugby team
Red.
usually wear? Correct. The acronym DIRCO stands for Department of International What and Cooperation. Answer wouldn't count, but do you know?
No, stop listening.
Relations. Unfortunately, you took quite a bit of time with spelling. Quibus put a D on the end of the word, but I think given the fact that he might have misheard and he spelled it correctly up to there, we're going to give him that question as correct. Yeah, dinosaurs wiped out in a mass extinction 65 million years ago. OPEC is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. The name of South Africa's second highest mountain? Christian? You've just climbed the highest. Surely at some point, somebody would have told you Mount Kenya is the second highest mountain in Africa. Did Quibus do enough to deny Liescke the title of Brain of Somerset Mall and a 10,000 Rand check? Let's find out from the judges.
12 correct answers.
Which means Liescke, congratulations. You with only half a brain have won 10,000 Rand and you're the brain of Somerset Mall. Congratulations.
Congratulations, and also to Shannon Dorrington. Thank you very much, Revel Carolison. Formidable competition. There was Corbus Roberts as well, and Simon Dana. Thank you very much for being part of this competition. But it is, of course, Liescke Dyers with another brain in assistance, winning 10,000 Rands. Well done, Liescke. Okay, so there's 2 more weeks of the brain still happening on CapeTalk with the compliments of Dis-Chem. And so there's still money in the game. Maybe you should get some skin in the game. And I'm sure everybody is saying, I can do better. I was competing in my mind against the contestants, and I thought I had beaten them at one stage. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I can do better, you want to do the necessary, register to play. Thank you to the folks here at Somerset Mall for joining us today. It's been wonderful. And of course, next week we are going to be at Table Bay Mall, and we hope to see you there. Thank you very much.